Big fat mice eat cheese. Big fat mice eat cheese. Hey geeks, Ruben here from the Ruby Tuesday, and today I've got something really exciting to talk about. Apple TV has dropped a brand new sci-fi thriller called The Gorge, or is about to, depending on when you watch this review. This movie is a ride, directed by Scott Derrickson, who you might know for his work on Doctor Strange and Sinister, and written by Zach Dean, who wrote The Tomorrow War. This film brings together an epic blend of tension, action, and an unsettling sense of mystery. But wait, there's more. Let's break it down in classic Ruby Tuesday way, the best way that I can. Picture this. Two highly trained operatives are assigned to protect opposite sides of a mysterious gorge. I don't know about you, but when I hear mysterious gorge, I'm immediately thinking danger, secrecy, and of course, creepy things lurking in the dark, in the mist. When an evil force emerges from the depths of this gorge, they'll have to team up to survive what lies within. Classic you can't trust anything vibes. But before you think you've seen this kind of story before, think again. It's got a slow burn vibe, building tension and mystery from the get-go. Just like one of those great suspense thrillers. You're not slammed with monsters right away. No, Derrickson and Dean take their time to tease and build the world before letting the madness unfurl. This is less is more done right. In fact, they don't even show the monster or the monsters until it's absolutely necessary. And when it's time for the monsters to come out and play, it feels earned, and the tension has been built to almost an unbearable amount. It's that old school Hitchcockian tension where you know something's coming, but the real horror is what you can't see until you can see it, and then you wish you couldn't. Wow. This is where I've got to give credit to sheer creativity and brilliance. The art direction here is just perfect. The gorge itself is as ominous as it sounds. It becomes a character in of itself. The atmosphere is thick with mystery and mist and danger, and the visuals are, well, they really get stuck into the weird, fantastic, almost dystopian environment. It's like if you took The Descent and Annihilation and a sprinkle of The Dark Tower, but make it extra sci-fi. It's haunting, but in a way that makes you want to know more. Like, hey, what is that? What is that in that shadow? Should I be scared? And then you see a little bit more and you're like, I should definitely be scared. Let's talk about the acting. Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy, you know these two. They've been in A-list roles before. It's like a power combo that makes me want to see them together in many more films. Miles Teller brings his usual brooding intensity, which works beautifully in a role like this. He's got that top-tier soldier vibe, but with some emotional vulnerability when he has to let his guard down. Fans of Top Gun Maverick will probably see that familiar energy, and obviously this works for the heavy action bit. And Anya Taylor-Joy, man, she's got this, you know that look when somebody looks into your eyes and you never quite forget it? That kind of acting. She's excellent in roles like this. The Witch, Split, she's here channeling a balance of confidence and fragility. It's like watching two pros who are just at the peak of their craft. Together they have this insane chemistry and skill. Their relationship evolves from being mere colleagues to something deeper as they're forced to survive the gorge's horrors. Honestly, their acting makes the suspense feel very real. They pull you into their world and make you care, which is a big deal when the world is about to crumble. The Gorge gives me strong vibes of The Road, one of the most depressing movies you'll ever see. It's got that post-apocalyptic tension, the sort of keep moving or you die vibe. But there's also a creature feature element that brings in some Predator and Aliens, minus Sigourney Weaver. More on that in a bit. And let's not forget the greats like Annihilation, where the environment itself is almost as dangerous as the creatures that lurk within it. When it comes to the action, it's all out fun. You get this crazy mix of heart-pumping sequences, but it doesn't feel like it's trying to do too much at once. The movie keeps it lean, but when things scream at you and try to eat you, the violence is done fantastically well. It's blood and gore, but it's tastefully done. And when you see the monsters, man, you feel like you had a great payoff. It's not constant in-your-face horror, but when the creature action hits, it's gnarly. And let's not forget Sigourney Weaver. She plays a supporting role, but as the legend herself, her presence is enough to elevate any scene, whether she's given an ominous warning or just a quiet moment of wisdom. Weaver adds so much gravity to this already tension-filled world. I mean, this is Ripley, after all we're talking about. How could you not be in awe? At least this is what I'd like to say, because if I'm honest, she didn't need to be in this movie. And in fact, there's a character decision from her written character that makes no sense. just wouldn't happen. Sigourney is fine in this role. It's just a role that is a paycheck, which is a shame because she is so much more than the MacGuffin character that has been written for her here. But putting that aside, my conclusion is this. If you like your sci-fi with a side of horror, some intense character dynamics, and an ever-building sense of dread, The Gorge delivers. It's a bit of a slow burn at first, but once the tension hits and the monsters reveal themselves, it's totally worth it. Plus, with Derrickson at the helm and the stellar cast, it's a visual treat that keeps you guessing. You might see some of the plot twists coming, but when it's done this right, does it really matter? I'm giving The Gorge 4 out of 5 Nicolas Cages.
You got one.
Check it out on Apple TV and let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the monsters? Who's your favorite character in this? What's your favorite monster survival movie ever, or a list? I'd love to know. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more geeky goodness. Until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.